morning, dear students. I am Miss NAVEDA SHAIKH from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we'll be learning a very interesting chapter from your scholarship book. And today we'll be learning an interesting chapter that is simple interest. Now this simple interest comes in unit number 5 and the subtopic is 5.3, that is simple interest. I am Mrs. NAVEDA SHAIKH from MCGM virtual class, and we'll be learning something new and interesting as to how to solve sums based on simple interest in your scholarship examination. Okay, so let's get started and learn something new and interesting. First and foremost, there are certain things that I would like you all to remember, points to remember. First thing is, there are certain terms that we will be using in the questions. So you need to have clear concept about those terms. Like loans. The sum of money borrowed from a bank or a cooperative credit society on condition of returning it is called a loan. When you take any amount from the bank or any cooperative credit society and then you say that you are going to return it back, that amount is called as loan. Simple interest. At the time of returning the loan, we must pay back an amount somewhat more than the loan. This additional amount is called simple interest. Now, when you take a loan from the bank or any credit company, that amount has to be returned with little more amount in it, added to it. Okay, so when you pay back, you have to add little more amount into that loan amount that you had borrowed. That amount that you're giving extra to the bank is called as the simple interest. Okay, the principal is the amount that you have borrowed, that you need to remember this word. Principal means what? The amount borrowed is called the principal. Period. The period of time for which the amount is borrowed is called the period. Next, you have rate of interest. The interest paid for 100 for 1 year is called the rate of interest. The rate of interest is expressed as percent per annum. In short, we write it as PCPA, percent per annum. Okay, so there are two new terms that we learned after principal. Principal you have understood. We have learned about period. कितने period के लिए हम लोग वो loan borrow कर रहे हैं, वो amount borrow कर रहे हैं. That is the period. Rate of interest means वो amount के ऊपर हम लोग कितना पैसा और दे रहे हैं. Is for how many years that we are taking the loan for. वो मिलाकर उसे हम लोग rate of interest कहते हैं. ठीक है? And in short we write it as percent per annum. When you deposit some money in a bank, the bank gives you interest on your money also. So if you're keeping your money in the bank for a long time, the bank also gives you certain amount. Okay, and that money that you're getting is the interest from the bank. The principal plus interest minus amount. The formula for simple interest is interest is equal to I is equal to P into R into N upon 100. Here, the I stands for simple interest, P stands for principal, N stands for periods in years, and R for the rate of interest per annum. Okay? So I hope with this, the terms that we are going to use throughout the chapter is clear to all of you. Let's start with a very interesting sum. First sum, what is the interest on rupees 5,000 at 12% per annum for 2 years? Now, if you remember the formula, you will be able to solve any type of sum here. ठीक है? Because अगर formula आता है simple interest का, simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into the period, time period. ठीक है? ये time period को हम लोग n से भी denote करते हैं upon 100. So, in the question you have given the principal, the rate of interest and the period, that is n. So how will you come to know कि हम लोगों को दिया गया है अगर वो पूछ रहा है what is the interest, means interest find out करना है, and principal is already given to you. PCP अगर लिखा है कोई नंबर के बाद तो that is the rate of interest, और years लिखा है, months लिखा है तो वो period है. ठीक है. Now here there are options. I would like you all to solve it by yourself using the formula and get the answer. Just need to substitute the values in the formula. P is equal to 5000 into 12 into 2 upon 100. ठीक है. When I cancel and I multiply, I will get 50 into 24, that is 1200. So 1200 rupees will be the interest on 5000 rupees. Okay. So we move on to the next question. The interest on 1500 rupees for a period of 3 years is 360 rupees. What is the rate of interest per annum? Here rate of interest has been asked. You have to use the same formula, just you have to move the terms here and there so that you can easily find out the rate of interest. Now the options here are 6%, 8%, 10% or 12%. You have principal given to you, that is 1500. Number of years are given, so n is given to us, that is 3 years, and interest is also given to you, that is 360 rupees. You have to find the rate of interest. R is equal to how much? Write down the formula. Interest is simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into time upon 100. Substitute the values and then get the answer. It is very simple. You can simplify here only and remember R को हम लोग यहीं रखेंगे, 3 को 1500 है और 100 को हम लोग दूसरी साइड पे लेके जा सकते हैं and simplify. So 360 is equal to 150 into R into 3. How did I get it? हम लोग ने नीचे के zeros को cancel करे हैं. ठीक है. So I get 360 upon 150. You get 360 upon 15 into 3. That is 8. So 8% per annum is the rate of interest. So option number 2 is the correct alternative. You can circle the second circle. Okay, darken it. Darken the circle and check if you have made any mistake. You can check here only. Next question. In how many years will the interest on rupees 100 become rupees 125 at the rate of 12.5% per annum? Now here in this question, all things that are there are very clear. It is asking you how many years, मतलब n find out करना है. Interest will become 125. So principal है, rate of interest is also given, 12.5% per annum, and interest is also given. So the options are 12.5 years, 12 years, 10 years or 8 years. We will write on the formula. What all is given to you? Principal is given, that is 100, interest is 125, rate of interest is 12.5% per annum, and n you have to find out. I write down the formula. I substitute the values. Okay, it is very simple. You just need to substitute the values carefully. When you substitute the values, you will be left with n is equal to 125 upon 12.5 because this 100 and 100 gets cancelled out. So n is equal to 10. Okay, decimal tha niche, so we have moved the decimal point up, so it becomes 0. Now 10 years is the third alternative, so you will circle out, you will circle the third, darken the third circle, third option, that is 10 years. Next question. How much is the simple interest on rupees 600 for 2 years at the rate of 8% per annum? Now how much is the simple interest? Simple interest find out करना है हम लोगों को. Principal दिया है, rate of interest दिया है, and years are mentioned. You will write down the formula. Simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into t or n upon 100. Substitute the values. Simple interest is in rupees, principal amount is also in rupees, and rate of interest is in per annum percent, and time is in years. Now according to the question, you just substitute the values. Principal is 600, then rate of interest is 8 and time is 2 upon 100. This 0 gets cancelled. You are left with 6 into 8 into 2, which is 96 rupees. So simple interest is equal to 96 rupees. Now you see the correct alternative. Alternative number 4 is the correct answer. So the correct answer is 96 rupees. That is the fourth option. Okay. Next question here you have is Rahul gave 15,000 to Santosh for 3 years. Santosh gave him rupees 4,500 as interest. What was the rate of interest % per annum? Now again, you just need to know the formula. Simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. The options are 10, 15, 9 or 8. So what is given to you? Rahul gave 15,000 rupees to Santosh. उसने दिया था 15,000 rupees, मतलब उसने principal है हमारा. For how many years? 3 years. Then Santosh gave him 4,500 as interest. ठीक है? What was the rate of interest % per annum? So we have to find out R. ठीक है? Interest has been given 4,500. We will substitute the values in the formula. Rate हम लोग ने पहले ही फॉर्मूला में रेट को अलग कर लिए हैं. रेट इज ऑन वन साइड एंड देन इंटरेस्ट के साथ में 100 मल्टीप्लाई होगा एंड इन द डिनोमिनेटर यू विल हैव प्रिंसिपल इनटू n टाइम. सो रेट इज इक्वल टू 4,500 into 100 अपॉन प्रिंसिपल कितना है 15,000 into 3. Cancel out all the zeros that you can cancel and then multiply and divide. You will get the answer. Okay, I want you all to do that by yourself. You will get 30 divided by 3, which is equal to 10. So 10% is the answer. The correct alternative is alternative number 1. I hope this sum is clear to all of you all. If you haven't got the correct answer, check the simplification that you are doing. जो हम लोग multiply कर रहे हैं, divide कर रहे हैं, check it properly so that you get a correct answer. The correct alternative is alternative number 1. Swara deposited rupees 20,000 in a bank at the rate of interest, that is 7% per annum. How much interest will she receive after 5 years? So principal is given to you, rate of interest is given to you and time is given to you. You have to find out the interest. Okay? So you have to use the formula and check which option is correct. If you haven't got the correct alternative, I will just show you how it is solved. This is the formula that you are supposed to use. Simple interest is equal to P into T into R upon 100. Principal is given to you, rate is given to you and time is given to you. Formula is simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Principal is 20,000 into rate is 7 and time is 5 upon 100. You cancel out the zeros, multiply the remaining numbers, you will get 7,000 rupees. So alternative number 2. The correct answer is option number 2, that is 7,000 rupees. With this, I hope this sum is also clear to all of you. See students, you just need to remember the formula because I know you all are very smart to substitute the values and solve the sum and get the answer. Rishi took a loan of 10,000 rupees on simple interest. If he returned rupees 12,700 after 3 years, find the rate of interest. So first remember the formula. Simple interest is equal to principal into time into R upon 100. So I will simplify my formula so that I get the rate of interest easily. Rate of interest is equal to interest, simple interest into 100 upon P into R. ठीक है, आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है ये कैसे हो गया? You are just क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाइंग द नंबर्स एंड मूविंग द नंबर्स हियर एंड देयर. जो न्यूमरेटर में है वो डिनोमिनेटर में जाएगा, जो डिनोमिनेटर है वो न्यूमरेटर में चला जाएगा. ओके, सो दैट वे रिमेंबर. R is equal to I कितना है? You have to write down the value, substitute the values properly. 10,000 into 3. Okay. When you reduce the number, when you cancel out the zeros, you will be left with R is equal to 9. Alright, so the correct alternative is 9% per annum. ठीक है? So option number 3 is the correct alternative. What amount should Shrikant deposit in a bank to receive rupees 2000 interest for 2 years at the rate of 8% per annum? Will it be 12,500? Will it be 12,000? Will it be 15,000 or will it be 10,000 rupees? We all know the formula. Principal is equal to interest into 100 upon R into T. Now we have again moved the formula that we are normally using, that is simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. ठीक है, I की value क्या है? Interest is 2000 rupees. Then into 100 upon R. R is what? 8% into T, that is 2. If you multiply and divide, you will easily be able to solve the sum. So it will be 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 0, 0 and a 0. Okay, again you could use 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, 0, 0. Okay, now you're left with 500 into 25. When you multiply it, you will get 12,500 rupees. So the principal that you are going to get is 12,500. Which option is 12,500? Option number 1. So option 1 is the correct alternative, that is 12,500 rupees. So what amount should Shrikant deposit? He should deposit 12,500 rupees. That is the principal. Next question. Rohit received an interest of rupees 2,520 at the rate of 7% per annum after 3 years. Okay, now he has received an interest and rate of interest is also given and the time is also given. The time period is also given. Find out the principal for which he received the interest. This sum had come in 2018. Okay. Options are 15,000 rupees, 21,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees or 12,000 rupees. You're supposed to find out the principal. Okay. So we know the formula. Simple interest is equal to P into T into R upon 100. Rearrange the formula if you want so that it becomes easier for you all to substitute and work out. Principal is equal to interest into 100 upon R into T. So principal is equal to 2,520 into 100 upon 7 into 3. You have, when you cancel it, you will get 12,000 rupees. So option number 4 is 12,000 rupees. The correct alternative is alternative number 4. I hope it is clear. For all the things that we are doing is we are just using our formula. We are moving the terms here and there. सेम फॉर्मूला है, ठीक है, कोई नया फॉर्मूला नहीं है. P वाला प्रिंसिपल एक नया फॉर्मूला नहीं है, ठीक है. We have just taken P here and taken all the terms from P towards the other side. ठीक है, तो 100 डिनोमिनेटर में था, it goes on the other side, it gets multiplied, रेसिप्रोकल हो जाता है ना, ठीक है. और T goes in the denominator and R also goes in the denominator. So with that, you just simply substitute the values and get the answer. Rahul lended rupees 15,000 to Subhash for 3 years at some rate. Okay, we do not know the rate. If Subhash gave Rahul an interest of rupees 4,500, then what was the rate of interest % per annum? ठीक है, तो इट इज वेरी सिंपल. क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. ईयर्स पता है, प्रिंसिपल पता है और इंटरेस्ट पता है. सो यू विल टेक द formula. This sum has also come in 2018. Principal is 15,000 rupees. Number of years is 3 years and interest is 4,500. Now we rearrange the formula. So R is equal to interest into 100 upon principal into time period, that is N. Substitute the values. I is equal to 4,500 into 100 upon 15,000 into 3. If you keep out cancelling, remove the zeros, the 0 and the 0 gets cancelled. Okay? The 0 and the 0 gets cancelled. You have 5 3s are 15, 5 9s are 45, 0 90, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 0, 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3 and 0. So what are we left with? We are left with 10. So rate of interest is 10% per annum. Let us see the options. Option number 1 is 10%, 2 is 15%, 3 is 9%, 4 is 8%. So as we got 10 as the correct alternative, alternative number 1 is 10%. Alright, I hope this is clear to all of you. Now we move on to the next thing, that is our homework. Now we all need to do certain sums for homework. You will have to take down the sums and see to it that you solve the sum by yourself using the simple formula and give the correct alternative in the comment section below. Okay, so you can pause the video and take down the sum, solve it by yourself and answer in the comment section below. Okay, I hope with this it is all things are clear to all my students. If you have any doubts and queries, you can ask us in the comment section below as well. If you want any sum for us to solve, we can make a video, special video for you all so that you can take advantage of that as well. Okay. If you like the session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students. This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.